I want to welcome everybody to the call. My name is Thomas Felder. I'm a Platinum Senior Vice President in the incredible company that we're going to share with you this afternoon. I first want to tell you a little bit about myself, and before I do that, I want you to thank whoever invited you on the call if you're a guest hearing about this business for the first time, because truly this is a life-changing call. I mean, you can consider this a call of somebody telling you there's a fire in your house, and you got the information just in time to get out before it burned down. It's that kind of call today. It's that kind of call. So first, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'll tell you about the business, and then I have some great friends who are on the line today who are having a lot of success in this business, and we want to share it with you, okay? So my name is Thomas Felder. I'm a Platinum Senior Vice President in this company. Prior to being introduced to this company, I was an attorney for 15 years. I've represented BET and Viacom. I also had a title company, 2 restaurants, 13 properties, have 3 kids and a wife. 22 months ago, somebody completely turned everything I thought about making money and being successful on its head. They turned it on its head. I went to a business opportunity meeting and actually got tricked into going. I got tricked. I didn't know where I was going to. I didn't know the homeowner. I didn't know what was being sold, and I was angry. Right? It was a 50-minute long meeting, and for 49 of the 50 minutes, I was salty. If I was a cussing person, I would have cussed for 49 minutes, but I'm not. So I sat there, and I'm saying to myself, I got to get out of here. I got things that I got to do. I got things that are important. You know, what am I wearing tomorrow? What do I have for work tomorrow? What are the kids going to eat? What do they have for homework? I mean, these are the things that are going on in my mind. What time does the game start? Right? Like a lot of you guys who are on the call right now, you're thinking about what you're going to do when you get off instead of focusing on what I'm talking about right now. I got that. You were me. I was you. However, during the course of a presentation, I saw a barber with a high school diploma who doubled, if not tripled, my good attorney income. And he talked to me about this business with incredible passion and zeal. I said to myself, if this business is legal and ethical and somebody will teach it to me, I'm in. It was that simple. I mean, it didn't take rocket science to figure this one out. And that was my legal analysis. So long story short, I get into this business, and 9 months later, I'm exceeding in this business what I was making as a full-time attorney. I officially retired. I threw my hat in. And I decided I was going to run in this business with everything I had, and I would never go back. Like a slave who had found freedom, I was happy in this business. So here we are 22 months later, and I'm just as happy or happier now in this business as I was the night I got introduced to it. Let me tell you what the business is. In this business, we work with Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, Wells Fargo, Dish, DirecTV, and a host of other companies. All we do for these companies is we do customer acquisition. We help these big name brand companies get new customers, and for doing that, they pay us a small commission. Small commission. Not a lot of money. On average, about 50 cents to $2 a month for helping them get customers. We do relationship marketing. We're cheaper than a Super Bowl commercial. And when we help these big companies get customers and they pay us a commission, here's the sweet part about it. They will pay us this commission for the lifetime of the customer. For the lifetime of the customer. So as long as the customer is paying their cell phone bill, their internet bill, their cable bill, their DirecTV, their Dish, their home security, they're going to keep cutting us a check. Month after month after month. Now, here's what I love about this business, y'all. There's no limit on the number of customers you can get. There's no limit, right? So some of us who are even on this line today, we have 100 customers. Some have 1,000. Some have 10,000. Some have 30,000. And my guess is that some of my colleagues who are on this call have 100,000 or more customers that they get paid on every single month. Now, guys, you got to do the math. If that's at 50 cents or $2, it don't matter. It's a great month. You with me? And that's what we're talking about, something called residual. And after all the years that I went to school, and I went to school for 22 years, nobody ever taught me about residual income. Nobody ever taught me how to do something one time and get paid over and over again. I'm like Will Smith. You know Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, Will hasn't shot an episode of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in over 11 years, and last year made $12 million on reruns. syndication, right? So maybe I'm like the Fresh Prince. You can call me the Fresh Prince of Bowie, Maryland. How about that? Right? Because I get royalties too, but my royalties are called residuals. And if you're on this line today, you should be a Fresh Prince or a Fresh Princess. And put yourself in the posture that when you sleep and you're still getting paid. The whole country is stressed out about a government shutdown. Not me, not us. And I'll tell you why. Because if you lose your good government job, guess what you're still going to pay? Your cell phone. You're still going to pay your internet. You're still going to pay your cable bill. You're still going to pay for your lights and your gas. And those are all the things that we get paid on. I mean, this is incredible. And I'm telling everybody on this call today, be grateful. Be grateful somebody invited you on this call because there's a financial tsunami coming. It's coming. And the government keeps giving y'all warning shots. Warning shots. The government's trying to get y'all ready for what they're about to do to y'all. You know, there's two classes coming, y'all. Forget black and white. That used to be the old divide, the old reason they used to discriminate against us. It's going to be rich and poor. That's it. You're either going to fall in one category or the other. The government is slowly getting rid of the middle class. Right? And that's a scary thing, y'all. It's a scary thing because if you're middle class, you got to either step up into a different class or understand you're going to slide down to a class and you're going to try to figure out how to feed your kids. How to feed your kids. How do you put them in school? The government's going to stop caring. They're going to stop babysitting in a while. So we got a limited opportunity, a window to run it. I want y'all to treat this like this is Google. Somebody got you on the Google call right now. It's 1995, and you have a limited window of opportunity to run to hit positions in Google so you get 5,000 shares of stock in Google, because that's what our company is like. This company called 5 Links has been listed among the top privately held companies for the last 8 years in a row, according to Inc. magazine. I'm telling you guys, you're in an incredible place, we're in an incredible time, and we can really take advantage of what's about to happen. We don't have to be sitting on the sidelines wondering if we could be successful. There's a roadmap, and everybody here can follow it. Before we get off this call today, I'm going to give everybody a video that they can go and look at and get back to the person who invited them on the call. At this point, we're going to pivot. I got a host of guests on the line. These people are making a lot of money in this business that we're sharing. They come from all different walks of life. They are incredible people. They're good people. They like having fun. They like helping people. And these are people who I respect, and they're mentors. One of my good friends always said to me that we are the sum total of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. And if in your circle of 5, none of them are millionaires, then your ears need to perk up. Let me introduce you to some people that are breaking 7 figures. And if they haven't broken them yet, they'll break them soon. And understand that once they break them, they're going to keep breaking them. And their kids are going to break them, and their kids' kids. Get some of these people in your circle. Right? They'll change your trajectory. They'll change your path. Birds of a feather flock together. And some of y'all need to be hanging with some new birds. So let me introduce you to some of my good friends on the line. Let me see who's out there. I don't know if I have any of my platinum brothers out there on the line. If I have any other platinums on the line, please feel free to go ahead and hit star 6. Or if you're on the host line, I'd love to hear from you. Are there any other platinums on the line with us today?
Yes, Thomas. Ian here. Can you hear me?
All right, great. Hey, guys, I want to introduce to you one of my very good friends. His name is Ian Chebe. He's a Platinum Senior Vice President. He's from Cameroon, Africa, and he is an incredible guy. He's a guy who every single day runs with urgency in our business, and he shows every single one of us how to get it done. I'm so grateful that he's my brother, he's my friend, and guys, give him your undivided attention, because he can teach you how to be successful in this business. He's one of the top earners and consistently the top platinum in our company. Ian, I turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. Before I even say a word, I just want to give it back to you for just being such an extraordinary leader. You actually set the pace for a lot of many thousands of individuals who are yet even to see 5 Links, who actually come in and actually believe in the power of possibility. 85 days to senior vice president, less than 16 months to platinum. That's an incredible record, and we just thank you for setting the pace for the company. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Brother Thomas did not have to do this on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, but he did it just because he's such a selfless individual who is actually willing to help thousands of individuals become very, very successful with 5 Links. And in life in general, because we go beyond 5 links. So if you actually hearing from me for the very first time, I've been involved with this company now a little over 7 years, getting to 8 years. My wife and I, we came in with no prior experience, and after the first 2 years, went full-time. For the past 6 years, in the worst recession ever in this country, my wife and I, we've not clocked in or out for anybody. So when the government is talking about a shutdown, we have seen our paycheck on the rise. Because as my brother said, whether there is a shutdown or not, at the end of your month, you must pay an electricity bill. You're going to pay a cell phone bill. You're going to pay an internet bill. You're going to pay a TV bill. So, but unlike him, when I heard this, when I saw the information, actually November 17, 2005, my thinking was I did not really have the legal background that he has, but I went with my common sense reasoning. It was very, very simple because my thinking was if Verizon, a multi-billion-dollar company, has to have a partnership with a company called 5 Links, they did their due diligence. They did. T-Mobile did. Sprint did their due diligence. Comcast did. Verizon did their due diligence. Now Pepco, Washington Gas, BG&E. These major corporations are all doing their due diligence before having a partnership with a company called 5 Links. So the research has already been done, and the potential is enormous, ladies and gentlemen. My wife and I, we just don't stay home now for the past 6 years because we want to. It's because the money is very, very good. But even what keeps driving us today is the possibilities. There's the possibility of you making $100,000 a month with this, making $250,000 a month, $500,000 in this industry, $1 million a month. So that's what really drives me. Because people ask me all the time, Ian, how do you keep yourself motivated? You see something with enormous potential. That is unlike in corporate America. As long as I loved what I was doing as a teacher at Howard University and George Washington University, I could not walk in there and ask them to give me a $10,000 raise. It was not going to happen. I could not ask them to give me a $50,000 raise. That can happen with this company. I've seen my income grow from 5,000 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 to 40 and above 50. It's called the power of possibility. And we are very, very excited. We've done the due diligence. This industry has produced the highest number of millionaires on planet Earth. And the best part of it is that it's an even playing field. What I mean by that is there is no such thing as people who have some college education and people who have no college education, they are paid separately. No. Whether you have some college education or no college education, all you need to do is roll up your sleeves and go to work and you make a fortune. My dear brother and friend, double platinum senior vice president, Mr. Stan Richards. This is somebody who never saw the 4 walls of a classroom of a college. He's never been to a college a day in his life. But he makes more money than brain surgeons. Where else could you go on planet Earth? Somebody who's never been to college a day in his life make that type of money. So I'm very, very excited. Whether some college education or no college education, we have a fair shot here that you could come in, roll up your sleeves, go to work, and make a fortune. The good thing is that we have the able leadership with 5 Links. Incredible leadership, and I believe if you can do a thing, you can teach a thing. We'll hold your step and teach you what to do in order to become successful. We are really very, very excited, coming from all the way from Cameroon, West Africa, 20,000 miles away, because I wanted a better life for myself and my family. And so I could not get here and settle for less. And I know there are many of you on this line who are struggling month in, month out. You just need to make a conscious decision that you too can. You too can. You just need to say, you know what, enough is enough. Get up, go out there and do it. We have a very simple system that anybody who follows that system will win. That's the same system that Brother Thomas Felder followed. He did not become that successful because he was an attorney. No. There are thousands of other attorneys in 5 Links who have not done what he's done. He became very, very successful because he followed a system. The systems work. 5 Links system is very, very simple. You come in, you qualify, do PBRs, attend trainings. That's it. But some people come in, they want to do their trainings or they skip PBRs and they want to be successful. Very, very simple. And so we'll teach you, if you attending this call for the very, very first time, you are so blessed because of the promotions. I know my brother is going to explain that the company has on the table. You will be brain dead not to take advantage of what this company is putting on the table right now. So we're extremely, very, very excited, my brother. I love you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. It's incredible. I'd like to turn the call back over to you.
Hey, guys, you heard from a leader and a giant among men in our company. And I just pray that when you guys get to see him, you just embrace him and kind of sit under him. That's how I learned. I learned from sitting under him because I said if he's doing it, he can teach it. So, Ian, thank you so much for being on our call. I just want to open up the line again. I want to see if there's any other platinums on the line before I open it up to anybody else. If there's any other platinums on the line, please go ahead and hit *6 and let us hear from you. All right. If we have no other platinums on the line, I'm going to ask if we have any other senior vice presidents on the line. If so, we'd like to hear from you. Chad, if you're out there, I'd like to hear from you too.
Hey, Thomas.
Awesome. Let me give you a good introduction. Everybody, I want to introduce my brother from another mother, somebody who I love dearly. He's my friend and he's my mentor. His name is Chad Thompson. He's famous in a lot of circles. And he's famous because he teaches people, ordinary people, that they can live extraordinary lives, that no matter where you were born or how you were born, that you can be better, that if you were born poor, that ain't your fault, but if you die poor, it's your fault. This is an incredible guy. He's wise beyond his years. He's still in his 20s, but he's retired. How about that? How about to retire as soon as you become legal? Listen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to all of you a good friend of mine. His name is Senior Vice President Chad Thompson. Chad, I turn it over to you. Just share with us your experience with the company and why somebody listening on this call, hearing about this company for the first time, should be as excited as we are.
Absolutely. Well, if you're not excited by now, you should get excited because 2014 is definitely approaching, and this is the vehicle that we have in place to make sure none of us go without ever again in our life. Never again. And I'm just excited, guys. I'm blessed because we got great leadership in the company. I just got off a call with a couple of platinums, so they'll be getting on a call real shortly, Thomas. But one of them was Tupac, and I got to give this guy all the respect in the world because this is the possibilities of this company, guys. We got an individual who signed the application, just like most of you guys signed, walked into a Bentley dealership, and bought the most expensive Bentley you can have. That is amazing. Not to mention he already has one. And it ain't about that. It's about doing what you want when you want. I worked the job very, very, and I'm young, so I didn't work that long. It only took me 6 years to figure it out. Right out of high school, I worked 6 years, and it only took 6 years for me to figure out there's a difference between making money and having money. And I want everybody to write this down if you're coachable and able to write. This is why most people fail. Most people fail. I'm not talking about a 5-link. I'm talking about in becoming wealthy. It's because when they get hit, for some reason, they don't keep moving. And I take that back to, like, boxing. It ain't really about how hard you hit. It's really about how hard you can get hit and keep moving. And with that being said, in this business, you're going to face rejection. You're going to face family members not believing in you. You're going to face everything that life has to offer. So let's not act like this business is different from what life has to offer. Life is going to punch you in the face. Life is going to try to steal your friends, turn everybody against you. And this is why most people fail, is because, one, they don't protect their dreams. You think and you talk like you want to be wealthy, but that's not good enough. Thinking and talking, we got to take action. We got to protect our dreams by taking massive action. And I'm telling you, success will follow. But there's a couple of things that I figured out that I got to share with you guys before I turn over the line. Is most people, and I figured it out, that most people is actually scared of failure and they're scared of success. And I'm sure, Thomas, you're going to ask me, like, what do you mean scared of success? And let me just elaborate before you ask me. But I have come to realize people are really scared to be successful. They're not prepared to start making $20,000 a month. They talk about it. They act like they doing it, but they don't even know who's the first person they'll bless if they had this money. They're scared of success and they're scared to fail. So either two types of people on this line, you're both going to fail if you're scared of both items. So you got to know, in order to be successful, this is real quick. I'm telling you, you got to catch this. In order to be successful, you have to be able at any moment. Now, this is going to be hard for somebody, but at any moment, you got to be willing to sacrifice what you are for what you can become. And that's at any moment. And I'll take you back 3 years ago when I had $29 to my name. See, I had to sacrifice my circumstance, which I knew I was broke at that time, but I seen where I would be. I had great leaders like Ian Chebe, great leaders like Lisa Nicole Cloud. You know, before Thomas came in the picture, it was everybody, Steve Carter, Tashina, great leaders. I had to visualize their lifestyle until it became mine. And some people, pride is holding you back from being successful. Pride. We got a great system like Ian Chebe said, but it's pride that's holding you back. You will experience hardships on your travel to greatness. Because I'm not going to lie to you, this is greatness. You know, I just turned 25, but not only have I made high six figures, I've helped other people make six figures. You know how I feel? I never stepped foot in a college. Never even know. I don't know what a diploma looks like. But I make six figures from the house, and I'm proud of it, in my sandals. The only time I dress up is when I have to do a PBR in a meeting. Other than that, I refuse to put on a suit because I am that cool. You get the work done, and it's going to pay you forever. There's nothing like residual. Is your family worth a residual check? Ask yourself that every day. You know, because most people raise a family just to earn a living, then they die. That's everybody's story. They raise a family, they earn a little living, then they die. They stop growing. Write this down, because if you find yourself doing this, you're going to be unsuccessful. You stop growing. You stop stretching yourself. You stop working hard, even with money. Prime example, Thomas Felder. This man just went platinum in like a year, and he's still working harder than anybody. So write that down and pushing yourself. You got to push yourself every single moment. So with that being said, guys, I could go on and on because I'm that excited about this company. I'm so excited about my future with this company, and I'm so excited because the person that's going to cash the biggest check hasn't even signed in his business yet. So I'm excited to find that person. So with that being said, Thomas, I'll turn it back over to you, man. I'm excited to hear from any other leadership.
Hey, Chad, thank you so much for being on the call. And for those who may have jumped on late and didn't know who that guy was you just heard from, he's a young man who's retired, and he's not even 26 years old yet. I'm just saying, even in this economy, even in a down economy, money has got to flow somewhere. It's going to flow to the people who are ready to receive it. And I'm telling you, you guys have got to talk wealth. You've got to talk prosperity. You got to talk positivity. I mean, I understand it's difficult. We used to get knocked down. We used to negative circumstances. We used to mama saying you can't do it, the boss telling you always going to be the secretary. I mean, we used to the car breaking down on us, our marriage going south. We used to the kids not. Listen, change your mindset. Change your mindset and things will start to happen differently, right? We can speak things into existence. God has given us that ability. We're different than the animals. We can change. We can change, and as we change and develop, our circumstances will rise to meet us. Listen, with that being said, I just wanted to check and see if there's any other Platinum Senior Vice Presidents on the line. If you are, we'd love to hear from you. If not, I just want to see if we have any other Senior Vice Presidents on the line. If you are, we'd love to hear from you.
Hey, Thomas,
okay.
This is Curt. I'm on.
All right, great. Hey, guys. Yes, sir.
It's Leslie Ricardo. How you doing?
All right, great. Listen, let me introduce Curt first, and then I'll introduce you, Uncle Les. Hey, guys, I want to tell you that we have an incredible individual on the line. His name is Curt Anderson. He's a Senior Vice President on our line. He's one of the top producers and top money earners, and he's newly married. So let me say congratulations to you, Curt. It's good to hear your voice again. Curt, listen, there's so many good things that I can say about you, but I just want you to say to people on the line who are hearing about this business today for the first time, Why should they be excited about this business? How did you get excited about it? And I know you're making a lot of money, but you're still running hard. Tell us why this business works. Please talk to us.
Well, Thomas, thank you very much, and thank you for doing this for everybody. I think this tool is great, and I won't take long because I know Uncle Les is coming up, but I want everybody to hear from him as well. But I just want to say things. 2 words got me into this deal. 2 words got me into this deal, and those 2 words were residual income. Residual income, because a guy like me, I was doing pretty good. I owned a restaurant, nightclub, had a pretty successful marketing and promotion business, even owned a valet company at the time when I took a look at this business, but none of those would pay me if I wasn't there. And every time I left, I would actually lose money. And with this business, this residual income, the best thing about it was it gave me my time back, because I'm a father, like so many people on this call, you're probably parents, and I was losing so much time away from my daughter, and it was killing me. And I love the money that my businesses brought in. I love the nightclub business and the valet business, but I had to be there. I had to watch the money all the time, and it was just too much. So what I was looking for when my nightclub closed, it wasn't anything I had any control over. The city of Virginia Beach closed my nightclub to widen the road. When my nightclub closed, I said, you know what, the next thing I'll do, I'll make more money than this, and I'll do it when I can have more time. I had no idea what I was looking for, but I got a message from my, then she was known as my middle school girlfriend, and now she's my wife. She showed me this deal. She was already a multimillionaire at the age of 30. And I said, if she can do it, guess what? So can I. So if you're listening, you should have the same attitude. If Thomas can do it, so can you. If Chad can do it, so can you. If you hear Ian Chebe can do it, so can you. That should be your attitude, because that's my attitude. But residual income is what really got me running in this business. I'm literally driving right now to show more people the deal. I'm actually driving to Virginia Beach right now to show more people this opportunity, because I feel everybody should have access to the tool. And the difference between us and you right now is that you just didn't have access to it yet. But now you have access to it. Now you have an opportunity to jump on and say, you know what, I want this for myself. I would love to spend my time doing what I want to do. If that's you, jump on. If that's you, keep listening to Thomas. Keep listening to Ian and Chad and Uncle Les coming up right behind me. Keep listening to these successful people who already laid the path. And all you have to do is do what we've already done, and you can have the same success. So, Thomas, to answer your question, residual income wakes me up out of bed. Residual income makes me want to push harder, because I know I'm going to give this residual to my kids and to their kids. So every day I keep going. It's not because of a certain dollar amount that some magical dollar amount that I want to catch. It's because I know I can keep growing this, and the more I grow it, the more it will bless others. So with that being said, Thomas, man, I love you, brother. Keep doing it, man. Keep on pushing, and I'm going to join you at the top of the charts very, very soon. And, God bless you.
Hey, thank you so much, Curt. I really appreciate you being on the call. It really means the world to us. And I just want to say to everybody, when I hear people like Curt get on the line, he's handsome, he's got a beautiful wife, he's newly married, he seems to have everything in the world going on, but he still takes time out to help other people get to where he is. And I think that's the real meaning of success, not just for yourself. But if you don't reach back and help somebody else, then what was it worth? What was it worth? It was worth nothing. And, before I give it over to Uncle Les, I'm so grateful. So many times, when we didn't know better, we couldn't do better. But now everybody on this line has no excuse. You have an option. You have an option beside your job. You have an option besides working 2 jobs. You have an option that when the government shuts down, you can still be up and running. Take a serious look at this business. Your days of excuses are gone. You can't wink at this thing anymore. Squarely is looking you in your eyes saying you've got to do something different. If you don't, it's on you. Listen, with that being said, I want to introduce you to Uncle Les, or we call him Uncle Les. We call him Uncle Les because we love him dearly, and he's the uncle of Tupac the Rent-A-Court, which is one of the top earners in our entire company. He's a senior vice president. His name is Leslie the Rent-A-Court. He was a chief among men in the corporate world, doing big things in the boardroom. But he, too, found success here in this industry called network marketing and direct sales at our company called 5 Links. He's an incredible guy. He teaches hundreds of people every single morning how to be successful in this business, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce him to everybody on this call. Uncle Les, if you're out there, I give the floor to you. Tell us why you are excited about this incredible business.
Awesome. Well, Thomas, thank you very much. I appreciate you doing a phenomenal job. It's getting the Platinum SCP in less than 2 years, which is the top of the compensation plan in this business. And once again, it's not like you came from a shabby profession. You're an attorney and doing very well, but you understand the power of residual income. You understood the power of helping others. You understood the power of getting your life back. And you've achieved that in 2 years, and now you're changing many other people's lives. And so I can really commend you and Chad and Curt, and doing phenomenal top producers in their industry coming from different walks of life, but we have a common success and common focus on our business. So what I want to share with everyone on this line is this, is that I spent 30-plus years financing every kind of business you could ever think of, and talking to millionaires and billionaires and individuals just starting their business and having a dream. And one of the things that I realized, go downstairs. My kids are making noise here. So one of the things I realized is that, in this business, you have to be able to do your business and focus on the things that are important to make it happen for you. And so entrepreneurs are formed every day, and they come about looking for dreams and what to achieve. But one of the things that they have to understand is that if you don't go for it, if you don't have a vehicle to make it happen, it's very difficult. We have the perfect vehicle for you. You don't need millions, you don't need thousands of dollars. You just need to want to make it happen. You want to take a small investment and turn it into something that you potentially could build for you and your family forever. And the best part of residual income is it keeps coming, but the best part about it is you get to help other people achieve their dreams. This is an amazing business model. And once you understand that, and once you understand there are people looking for this around the world, then you truly understand the gift that you have in your hands. And what is special about this is you can be home, like I was, doing business and having the kids make noise, and still build your business. And that's an amazing accomplishment. Thomas was able to get his life back. I'm sure Curt's getting his life back. Chad has his life back because we control our schedule, we control our destiny, and we control how big and how successful our business are. And that's the best part about this business. So if you're looking for an opportunity to generate income, if you're looking for a way to make it happen, if you're looking for a change in your life, and that you want to control your life, you want to get back your life, you're at the right call. You're at the right place. You just have to do something simple. The same thing that Thomas did, Chad did, and Curt did, and everybody speaker that came on this call, and like myself and my nephew, we took action. We decided to do something different, and guess what? We found the vehicle that works for us, and now we're sharing it with people like yourself. So is it difficult? Absolutely not. It's a simple process. However, it does take work. It does take time, and it does take initiative. So all you got to do is be persistent and follow your dreams and pursue with passion and give the same kind of effort that you give other people to build their dreams, but just put that effort towards your dream, your future. And so I'm telling you, if you do that, success will be there for you. And if you don't quit, great things will happen. So, Thomas, continue to do great things. I'm excited to be on the line with you. A lot of great promotions on the table right now. Everyone's trying to take advantage. Our team's on fire. The Platinum Tour, the Platinum Jets are on fire. And all we got to do is continue to make it happen. And hopefully you guys get that. Some of you on this call will, and they'll take the step with us. And some of you will keep watching and hopefully take a step down the road. And some of you will never, ever get it. But that's okay. We're all right with that. We can't save people who don't want to be saved. So you guys have a great, great, great day. Come make it happen. Come join this vehicle and take it to anywhere you want to go and achieve your dreams, because it's about you. We were already working on our dreams. Now it's about you working on yours. Thomas, I'll turn it back over to you.
Hey, listen, thank you so much, Uncle Les. And, guys, sooner or later you'll be calling him Uncle Les, too, when you get to meet him. He's a guy who fosters integrity. He fosters learning. and he fosters a cooperative spirit against for all of us that are in this business, and we do appreciate him. He treats us like family, and we love him the same way. Guys, I want to say to everybody on this call, I love this business because I don't care what your pedigree is. I don't care what your degree is. I don't care if you never went to school, if you never had a degree. I don't care if you had a shady past. I don't care if you owe taxes, running from the law. I don't care whatever happened to you in life. You get a fresh start here. I don't care if you white collar, blue collar, or orange collar. I heard somebody say this morning. You get a fresh start. I love that. I don't care if your credit score is 0. This is the only business that I know of. We all get an ID number. And with this ID number, we can begin to build. We can start fresh, right? If your past was less than perfect before, get it right now. Get it right now. Figure out what you did wrong, apologize, pay up, pay for it, and move on. But you got a chance to get a fresh start. So if you're 40, 50, 60 years old and you still don't have money saved up for retirement, you can do it. This is the only industry that I know that if you put in the right amount of time, you can match in 1 year what you used to make in 10. Now, that's a 401k yourself. Count on that. Listen, we have some other senior vice presidents and platinums on the line. If you guys are out there, go ahead and hit star 6. We'd love to hear from you. I want you to tell everybody on this call listening and hear about our company for the first time why they should be excited like you are.
Hey, Thomas, can you hear me?
Yes. Who's that?
This is Juan. I think someone else is trying to talk too, so
we'll take you first.
You go ahead, Juan. It's David, but you can go ahead, Juan.
Oh, David. Hey.
Right, let me formally introduce you really quick, guys. This is Juan Wyman. He's a senior vice president in our incredible company. He works for the United States government. And while everybody's worrying about the shutdown, Juan is really looking at incredible opportunities, and I'm so grateful he's on our team. He's a man of God. He loves his family. And Juan, please tell us why you are so excited about this incredible business.
Hey, guys. I'm excited today because this opportunity came to me, and I didn't have a plan B. I know there's somebody on this call other than me that didn't have a solid plan B as to what I was going to do to find another stream of income. And this opportunity, Thomas had bugged me, and I finally listened to him and took advantage of this opportunity and wanted to make a difference in my life. But most of us on this call know that you can't make a difference without making a decision. You have to make a decision in order to make a difference. So I made a decision about 15 months ago and hit senior vice president in about 11 months and had another stream of income coming in and built my team of over 300 people at senior vice president level and only knew about 60 of them myself. And I like that math. I know Curt said earlier he got into it for residual income were the 2 words he got into this deal for. My 2 words are residual and leverage. So I wanted to be able to leverage other people. Because if you read these Robert Kiyosaki and other people that have made it, entrepreneurs that are successful, they'll talk about leverage. And that's what the 3% of America does, and the 97% don't leverage. So I wanted to get involved in the 3% and the mentality and the philosophies of the 3%. And so that's what I kind of just wanted to leave you guys with today. And there's some people on this call on the sidelines, and I would just say get in the game. You would never have a chance to win the game unless you get in the game. And that's what I wanted to say right quick, Thomas. I'm driving right now trying to get my daughters to another part of the city.
Thank you so much, Juan. I appreciate you getting on the call, and we hope to hear from you again in later calls. Time is against us now, so I'm just going to open it up. I believe, David, you're out there, Senior Vice President David Farrell. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm on the line.
All right, Dave, if you could just tell us quickly why you're excited about this call, why you're excited about this business, and just tell quickly anybody who's on the line why they really need to give this business a second look and get back to the person who invited them on the call. And after that, I'll give it over to you, Senior Vice President Denier Huggins.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, Thomas Felder, for, of course, bringing this call and opening this call up to the whole organization so people could have some motivation, have some inspiration, and the people that are on the fence.
Yeah, but on your homework. sorry, somebody's still on the line still. But yeah, I'm actually excited about this business. Excited about where Pharmacy is going. I actually came from a small city like Mr. Tupac, the Rent-A-Core, Brooklyn, New York, where we didn't really have too much role models growing up. Most of the role models were drug dealers, rappers, basketball players. So most of those people we didn't want to be, or if you wanted to become those kind of people, like it's usually the negative route that a lot of people were going. So I didn't want to be part of the statistics that were out there. So I had to find different kind of things. All through my life, I've done different entrepreneurial businesses, from real estate to some seminars. I've also done opened up clothing stores, had websites, done lots of different businesses. And when I first got started, first took a look at this business, I wasn't interested in any kind of network marketing because my mom had did some of it, and I didn't see any success from it. But then it was a good friend of mine, Mr. Kevin Johnson, who owns Crystal Manor, who actually, just like Mr. Thomas Felder, I got tricked to come see this opportunity to come because I thought it was a different business venture, but obviously it wasn't. Didn't seen the opportunity for what it was, and still I still didn't want to get involved with it. But just because of the person it was, he looked out for me a lot of times. I was like, let me get started. This $250. If he's wrong, I can get that back a different way. Actually, first 30 days didn't do anything with the business. Didn't see the business. Didn't understand the business. But then after that, I went to International Convention. It was conveniently located in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Went there more to have some fun and to actually go see the opportunity. But once I actually seen the opportunity and where this company was going, I was able to really take it seriously. Was able in the next 60 days was able to hit the position of national director. So did it in about 90 days total from when I got started, and had a lot of success. Had some ups, some downs. Lots of times team members quit on me. Things have happened in my life. The seasons has changed, as they were saying, these businesses. But I kept on going, kept on persevering. After one of my lowest points, I went to one of my highest points. I actually lost my position as national director. Came back, actually hit the position. Got my position back of national director. Hit the number one national director. Was able to break two national directors in separate legs in 1 month, and then from there, 1 year later, was able, on March 31st, Easter 2013, early this year, was able to hit the position of senior vice president a day right after Mr. Thomas Felder hit platinum. So when I say this to everybody else is that, listen, if I can do this, you guys can do it. Still, a lot of times I tell people I still don't know what I'm doing sometimes. I'm still learning. I'm just not actually learning about the industry. If a young guy just from East Flatbush, Brooklyn, rough neighborhood could do it, then you guys could do it. That's why if you guys always see sometimes I'm always happy, because where I came from, it's not a happy place, and it's still not a happy place. And we're just here to empower people to get to the next level. So if you're on the fence, come get started. Listen, everybody knows me. I'm not the corporate guy everybody wants, but you guys can see, as Mr. Thomas Felder said, you could be white collar, blue collar, or orange collar. I wasn't orange collar, but all my other guys were. So, or the guys that I grew up watching. But what I can tell you guys again, if you guys are in this game already, listen, take it seriously, run hard. And once you get to senior vice president, you understand this is just a start. We're working on, how Mr. Thomas Felder said, triple diamond. So definitely, guys, and for the guys that are not in the business yet, come on board. You can't win from being on the other side of the fence. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Thomas Felder, for giving me this opportunity to speak, and all the other speakers, Ian, Curt, Chad, Leslie, Juan, all you guys. I appreciate everyone for all the help that you guys have made, okay? Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate it. And look forward to hearing from you again on the call, and we wish you much success. We thank you for inspiring us. I understand Senior Vice President Danielle Huggins, you were in the queue?
I am here, sir.
All right. Listen, guys, I just want to tell you that it's not just men having success in this business, not just men. We got a lot of powerful ladies out there who are having tons of success in this business. And I'm just so grateful that one of them is my sister, Senior Vice President Danielle Huggins. And sister, this is so important because a lot of times, you're looking for a way that you could be successful. In this business, you could be successful without a man. You could bring yourself home. You could be your own breadwinner, and you could be home with your children, matching anybody's six-figure income. That's what I love about this business. And, I can't say it better than Senior Vice President Danielle Huggins, so I'll turn it over to you. She's having a lot of success, and I'm so grateful she's on the line.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I definitely give it back to you, Platinum Senior Vice President Thomas Felder, and all the other top leadership that are on the call today. I'm really excited because I get to actually speak directly to women that are like me, women that have had my same issues, women that have came from the same neighborhoods that I have come from, to let you know that this business allows ordinary people, ordinary women, ordinary mothers, ordinary women that are teachers, nurturers, to have extraordinary lifestyles. I'm going to say that again. It allows women to have extraordinary lifestyles if you just give it a chance. You know, women, we always have stuff going on. Ladies say stuff going on. But sometimes we create a lot of that stuff. So sometimes we got to pull up ourselves by our bootstraps, and we got to turn off the TV and stop watching things like Scandal. We got to stop going to the mall with our last dollar to go buy a pair of red bottoms that we can't afford or designer bag that we can't afford. We have an opportunity here today, now, a window of opportunity that can change your life, not just today, but for years to come. I'm so excited about this business because my brother Thomas, he called me in the middle of the night excited about something that he originally went in there upset about. He was pissed off. He was stressed out. He did not want to hear about this thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that this thing has not only changed Thomas's life, but it's changed my life as well. And it didn't stop there. It's a family business for us. I was able to share this business with my son, with my daughter, with my mother, with my cousin, with my sister, and it goes on and on and on. Ladies, we got to stop crying. We got to pull up our shirt and just wipe our tears and keep going. There's something out there better for us. The other day, I actually met someone that was homeless, that was sleeping in her car at the gas station with two of her children. They were asleep at the pump. Thank God with my Firelinks card, I was able to fill up her tank with gas. But not only that, I didn't just give her charity. I actually gave her this opportunity. Why? Because she was a woman that looked just like me. She was a woman that was a single mother. And maybe no one ever told her that no matter what her circumstances are, that her life could be changed today just by making one decision. So I'm so glad that I have this power to be able to share with women all over the country and empower them. And if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I turn the phone back over to you, top producing, Platinum Senior Vice President, my brother, Thomas Felder.
Man, that's a perfect example of black girls rock. Listen, I'm just so grateful that I don't care what color you are in this business. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I don't care if you're green with an eyeball in the middle of your forehead. You can win in this business. You are surrounded by a bunch of mentors who will support you, a team that will encourage you. We're like cheerleaders. We're going to cheer you on. We're your fans. We're going to applaud you, and we're your coaches because we're going to show you what to do. Who can ask for anything more, truly? I understand we have some more senior vice presidents and or platinums on the line. Guys, if you're out there, just speak up. I'd love to hear from you. You can hit star 6 if you need to.
Thomas.
Yes, who's that?
Thomas, this is Barry Johnson.
Hey guys, listen, we have another platinum on the line. We have another former attorney, retired attorney. We got a bunch of retired folks getting on this line today. They're all young and they're exuberant and they're excited. And out of all of them, we have one that is really killing the charts in our business. He's an incredible guy. He used to represent the likes of Jay-Z, but now he's working out and really helping people, ordinary people like you and I, succeed as well. We don't have to be rock stars to be in his circle now. I'm just so grateful. My brother Barry Johnson is on the line. Barry, if you can tell us what caused you to look at this business and why should somebody in the next 2 or 3 minutes also consider looking at this business and making this their career choice?
Well, first of all, let me just give it back to you, Tupac. Thomas, I just hung on the phone with Tupac. Tupac and I just got off a conference call together, so let me first, Thomas, apologize for just joining in. I'm sure this has been a dynamic call, but I'm so excited to be even a part of this call. And I want to first give it back to you, Thomas, because of all the things that you're doing. And so hopefully my 2 minutes has not started yet, but I want to make sure I give it back to you because, brother, you're setting the standard. For those of you on the line, this guy is the pinnacle of success. He is a leader's leader. And, he inspires every one of us that are in this business. I've been in this company now for 5.5 years. I joined in May of 2008. And I'll be honest, for those who are prospects on the line who are listening to this for the first time, I came in kicking and screaming. I didn't really want to be involved. And quite honestly, I was in financial desperation. I invested. I was making a lot of money as a lawyer. I was very successful. I had a very significant income, almost $250,000 a year. But I had invested all of my money in real estate. And while investing in real estate, the market fell off the bottom of the industry. And when the market fell out, so did my bank account. I went into bankruptcy. I became financially insolvent. I started having issues with the licensing commission of the bar because of my financial situation, because of my insolvency. And I was really desperate. I was looking for something. And honestly, the last thing I wanted to hear was about a multi-level marketing opportunity. I didn't think this would be something that I would ever do. I got more degrees than a thermometer. I got 3 master's degrees and a law degree. It just wasn't nowhere in law school, nowhere. I got an MBA in finance, nowhere in business school did anyone ever mention the word multi-level marketing. Nowhere did they ever teach me a class called wealth building. I took finance, and I don't know how you can take a finance class in business school and they don't teach you how to become wealthy. They just don't. They teach you how to figure out the future value of money if you work as a broker or if you work on Wall Street or something. They teach you how to employ you to prepare you to go work a job, and that's what I learned how to do, and I was good at it. And I worked for the best law firms, and I represented the wealthiest people in the world, and helped them make a lot of money. But what was happening is all that opportunity was escaping me. I was using all my intellectual capital, all my creative value, all my energy was put into the law firm and put into building other people's dreams, our clients' businesses, and helping them reach their goals. But mine weren't being reached by default because I was in bankruptcy. And so I started looking for an opportunity. And when this got presented to me, again, I was negative because it was multi-level marketing. But it just made too much sense not to get involved. And so I said, you know what? I'll try it. We'll see what happens. With my financial situation looking the way it was, I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? For less than $500, if it works, it's going to be a blessing. If it doesn't, oh well, it's $500. And so I jumped in, and 5 months later, I made $60,000. And I didn't even realize I'd made that kind of money because when you're in financial desperation or financial situation like I was in, every check I got, week after week, it was gone before I got it. I was literally, and so I was hustling, I was grinding. Now, I was only doing 5 to 7 hours a week, maybe 5 to 10 hours a week in this business, and in 5 months, I made $60,000. So to earn that kind of money on a real part-time basis, and to be spending it as quickly as I could get it, and then when I went to see my accountant to do my taxes, and she said, you made $62,000. And I said, no, I didn't. I didn't make that kind of money. There's no way because I don't have anything to show for it. But what I did have to show for it is I got financially solvent. I got to keep my law license. I got to stay in business because 5 Links bailed me out of my financial hardship. It bailed me out of my financial situation. And I said, you know what? This is the blessing I was praying for. I didn't know it would do all that, but it did. And so here's what I want to say to each and every one of you. I don't know what your situation is, but that was what mine was. You got to look at this and what it can do for you. And if you trust your hustle, and I know you do because you've been hustling and working for other people your whole life. We get out of bed, before we roll out of bed reluctantly, but we do it because we know we got to be somewhere. We get in traffic that we don't want to be in. We put on clothes and shoes that we don't want to wear all day. And we sit in the cubicle and follow someone else's instructions and go to the meetings we're told to go to and to eat lunch when we're told we can have a break and to be back whether we finished eating or not by a certain time. And I did this, and so many of us do this, and there's nothing wrong with that. Having a job right now is a blessing because there's so many people out of work. Unemployment's higher than it's ever been. So if you got a job, you're blessed, and you should say thank you. But if you got a job and you're saying thank you and someone introduced you to this opportunity, God is trying to bless you again, and you should say thank you again because this can be your plan B. I didn't know that I got involved as a plan B. Now my plan B is my only plan. I don't have a plan B, C, D, E, and F right now. Or, 5 Links replaced my plan A was practicing law. My plan B was doing 5 Links. Now my plan B is my plan A. I'm retired from the practice of law. Life has never been better. I haven't worked in 2 years. All I do is 5 Links. And everybody who told me it wouldn't work, guess what? They still work. I don't. And so all of them, especially my colleagues, now they're all on board. Now they're running with this the same way I did. And I'm wishing them much success. I welcome them with open arms because it's not for everybody, and we're not looking for everybody. It's for the people We're looking for the people who are looking for us. And if that's you, you know it. And I don't have to convince you or sell you because there's something speaking to you right now. If you know there's something more in you, if you know your kids deserve more, if you know you deserve more, if you know you're living paycheck to paycheck or paycheck, some of us not even make it from paycheck to paycheck. Some of us can make it barely from paycheck to Tuesday. And then the rest of the week we're figuring stuff out. And you know who you are. And if that's you, somebody's speaking to you right now. It's just coming through me. It's coming through Thomas. It's coming through all the leaders you've heard on this call. But only you can answer the call. Thomas, I'm going to turn it over to you, man.
Thanks, Barry Johnson. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and just showing some of us how to be financially free. Guys, we're running short on time. We want to end this call as close as we can at 6 o'clock. Do we have any other senior vice presidents on the line or any other platinums before I wind it down? If so, please let us hear why you're excited about this business quickly. France, anybody else on the queue?
No.
All right. Well, guys, listen, it's close to 6 o'clock, and I promise you I will give you a video that all of you can look at and get back with the person who invited you to get on this call. I'm going to actually give you more than one video today. And there's hundreds of places that you can go on different websites and internet stuff. But let me just give you two things to look at and get back with the person who invited you out. I'm sure they can give you more information, answer your questions, get you a meeting, et cetera, et cetera. So here's the first thing I want you to go look at. Go to www.5linkspresentation.com. www, 5, as in X-ray, presentation, presentation, 5linkspresentation.com. That is actually a presentation that was given live by one of our colleagues who is a six-figure earner monthly in our business. He's an awesome and incredible guy. His name is Steve Carter. So you can actually get a longer sort of in-depth view of the business. We only have a limited time today, but look at that video. That's the first thing I want you to look at. There's a second video by another guy who's a double platinum senior vice president in our company. His name is C. Anthony Harris. He has a website called aplanbforme.com, and that's A as in Apple, plan, Plane, B as in boy, FORME.com, aplanbforme.com. So you can take a look at either one of those sites or both of them, and it'll kind of give you a summary picture of 5 links in general. It'll talk to you about energy deregulation. It'll talk to you about the products and services that we use and the companies that we partner with, right? Because I want all of you guys to make an informed decision. But after you got all the information that you need, move with urgency. Move with urgency. There's no time to sit on the fence, right? I told you guys at the beginning of this call that a financial tsunami is coming. And if you don't move quickly, you're going to miss this opportunity, right? Because most of us, the opportunity that we have today is never coming again. I'm not 6'9". I can't jump over moving FedEx trucks, right? And the NBA is not likely to call me tomorrow. But in this business, to get in position right now is everything. Tomorrow, everybody will be running to this company, I assure you. But for those of us who move now, the company will grow underneath us. It's like the flood coming up underneath us. You will be blessed by moving quickly. Let me say that. So definitely get back with the person who invited you out. I also want to tell you that the company has some promotions going on that are extraordinary. Right now, if you look at this business, you like what you see, the company says if you introduce 2 people, get 20 customer points, they're willing to pay you more money than they do normally. Actually, they're willing to pay you up to close to $2,000 for getting into this business and getting positioned and being qualified. Whoever invited you on the call, they can give you the details. Time is against me, and I don't want to give you half the details. But listen, look at the videos. And I thank you guys for making a decision to choose you today, that you chose you chose your families. This is a multi-million-dollar opportunity. You can get into this business for less than $250 and make the same money that the McDonald's owner is making. But you don't have to worry about the employees. You don't have to worry about running the establishment. You don't have to worry about lease costs. You don't have to worry about the headache and the stress and the traffic. You don't have to worry about nobody robbing you. I'm just telling you, my stress level is at 0.0. It used to be off the Richter scale. Everybody here has got a chance to win. We've given you the formula. It's a simple formula. And I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart that you guys took some time for you today. I appreciate you. Listen, without any further ado, my name is Thomas Felder, Platinum Senior Vice President for Team TNT and the entire 5 Links family. We look forward to seeing each of you guys at the beaches of the world, and if not at the beach, at the bank. But most importantly, we look forward to seeing all of you at the gates of the kingdom, because what would it profit us to gain the whole world and lose our soul? Until I meet you and greet you, walk with the King today and be a blessing. This call is officially over. Thank you so much, guys. Good night.